Hey.
Hey there, Josh.
How are you? Yeah, so just to recap, I put this in the chat, and I have this hour anyway. So I figure we can try to walk through the proposal E forks together, or whoever has time. But for others on the call, like, I don't think we're really gonna do any decision making here, so feel free to drop, or you can watch me type and fail and type and fail.
It is a working group. It's not a productivity group. So
Well, it's all about typing and failing.
Yes.
And then succeeding.
Maybe we'll succeed. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. All right.
And if you want to, I could also just show off what's going on in the Reg client stuff. But
well, this is what I was thinking. So we can, I think, in Sajay, correct me if I'm wrong, the OCI playground fork should be pretty fully functional, or missing stuff.
I think we just crossed an interesting conversation. So the changes we had for distribution supports the new manifest. The Reg client is updating the image spec manifest, and so they don't both work together. So
okay, well, I think maybe in an hour we can change one of those to do that. So
we're coming from different directions.
Yeah, I think let's get the server up first. I think I mean,
I'll be curious to see what happens with the reference type API, but without the support for the image spec stuff. I think I'll end up breaking things.
All right, 1 second. And you can see my screen fine?
We can.
And Sajay, I'll go ahead and merge this because that'll be helpful. All right. Oops. All right, make
You can take a look at that YAML if you want.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
So what
Interesting. So, okay, you want to, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so what it does is it adds, you can hit those endpoints actually. If you do underscore OCI-WG discover, you will see the extension API pop up. There are two more small helpers. Like you can see that if you go to distribution registry manifests, you'll see all the manifests that have been pushed because there's no manifest list API. So that gives you an ability to at least debug what manifests are there and whatnot. And then we can kind of like work with any of the clients from there on if you want to.
So, okay, can you maybe just, I mean, even for my own understanding, which of these are defined by the working group stuff?
Only the
Only those.
artifact stuff first. Only that one. Yep.
And
Those are
this
all.
is, but this is for why? I just want to understand.
So today there's no API in distribution to actually get all the manifests. And so if you
Okay.
put a referrer, you would have no clue as to where this went until you know the digest. So if you curl that endpoint, the test, it's there in the docs just below the second comment in your previous screen in the README. So if you look at that to test it, you see that? So it's underscore distribution registry manifests. If you hit that API, you will see all the digests of the manifests.
Okay, I'll have to push something first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's run it. All right. Okay. And then, is this a good time to get reg client going, or should I? Brandon?
Sure.
I don't have Docker running.
Oh no, that's just feels like a mistake right there.
What?
To not have Docker running.
All right, well, let's do it. I don't care.
I'm just trolling at this point because I got to put my captain hat on sometimes.
Now we'll see if Zoom and Docker can run and screen share. All right. Okay, so I'll push like Alpine in here and I'll see if this works. I don't think I have this thing. Is that a homebrew? Can I get that on homebrew? What is this thing? HTTP.
Yeah, that's not gonna be something you can Google very easily. Is it just already there? Is it a command that would already exist?
HTTP.
Oh,
HTTP
it's HTTPIE. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, cool. Docker's up. Okay. Anyone see what's happening here?
Yeah, now you can just see if the manifest is there. You should be able to see the digest of the manifest also.
Oh, yeah, but I'm getting.
Oh, hold on. That's Docker not able to push something.
Is the registry up and running?
Yes.
Docker running in should be. Why is
It
it?
could be a Docker thing. Let me try current.
It's also
I think because Docker.
it's running in a VM.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try this. Okay, that's not. It's.
Oh, can you change the data location of where you want this and restart?
Okay, that probably makes sense.
Where do you want to put that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just.
Dang it.
This.
Sorry about README.
No. Let's just like do it live.
I was over here laughing at that reference.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do,
I'll just change that to Alpine
right, okay.
or OCI
Maybe-
Playground, sorry.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, maybe we can add like this type of thing to the. Yes?
Yep, makes sense. Let's give it a try. See if all the manifests show up. Yep, so
Amazing.
those are all the manifests that you have.
And sorry, I just want to be clear. This is for just why do you have this?
So let's say you push a refer manifest without a tag, you wouldn't be able to get all the manifests there. So you can ignore this right now. It's just a way to debug and test. That's the
Okay,
only.
okay. I just want, okay. It's just for our own purposes. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Refers API. So I can now hit this on that. It should have nothing probably.
Correct. So do you the yeah? So you can just change that to underscore OCI. OCI artifact / refers. Yeah, so you need to give it a digest. Give it any digest you want from the top.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
an argument. Yeah, it's an
Let me
argument.
pull up proposal E while we're here. Okay. Like this?
Yep. I didn't get time to make the last commit for proposal E, which changed the field to refers instead of reference. And so now you can copy a digest from above, any of those, and then just.
Do I maybe want the index of the Alpine image?
Yeah, I don't know which one is which.
Okay. I can do something like this. Oh my God. Okay,
Yes.
sweet.
So now the only thing is you should be able to put a manifest, or you need to get it somehow linked if you want to use the image spec, which I don't have the changes for yet. But the other manifest, it does work.
Sorry, say that again.
So the artifact manifest changes are there, but the way to support the image spec with the field changes are not there. That's something I didn't have. So basically, maybe I'll give some background. The folks that I've kind of like marked as the co-authors on this, they did all the changes for supporting the ORAS manifest. I ripped it out and modified all the manifest to support the new artifact manifest, that's OCI. And that's how all this thing works end to end. The change to support the new manifest is not there. The image spec changes is not there. So I think what Brandon wants is to make sure that we can put an image manifest, right, according to the spec. And then
So really quick, I have this fork. And this would, if we pulled this in, would that be enough? Because it's just doing that.
this will be enough to, yes, to support the reference as well, but it won't show up in the reference API. That change still needs to happen.
It won't. Okay, so can we do that really quick, or is that going to be pretty involved?
I can. Akash is the dev on the team who's helped with a lot of the work. Maybe I can work with him to get that modified to support this as well. But it'll take me at least a week, if that's okay.
Okay.
Or
Brandon, well, I just want to like see where we can, with the next 45 minutes, like, is that a good use of time, or Brandon, should we try doing like, what can we do with Red Client?
can throw up, I can do an example over here. Show you the existing without the distribution stuff. Yeah, you can.
Is it just on main?
Yeah. I'd throw everything right on main. It's the best place.
Are you comfortable with forking this yet? Or
It's already forked. You're just one commit behind. So I threw one out there just a minute ago, but it's already forked.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah, so if you kick off the make, that's probably easy.
What the heck?
Are you on Reg client now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
Alright.
like, is there like a
Failure,
make
yeah.
binary? It's like a make binary or
Fail.
something.
Scroll up, show me the failure. Failure.
Is it because I'm running something on port 5000?
Shouldn't be. Very fascinating that you've got the failure over there, though. Test reg block
Here,
config.
let
I'll have
me-
to debug that
let
one.
me shut it down. real quick.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
it's anything to do there. I think it's something on my side.
Okay. Could I though just?
You're going to say make binary.
Okay.
Or binaries might be. Try plural.
Sweet. So
Skip all that test stuff.
I'm wondering if, as we're going through this, I can run through our steps, because so people can do this on their own. All right, to build make binaries. Okay, so now what shall I?
So now you've got a registry. I'm just going to pull it out from, I've got it right in the recent PR that I submitted on that one. I'm just going to drop you 2 commands and you can tweak those up as you need to.
Okay. In
So
Zoom?
I'm going to
Heck, I'm
slack it to you
Zoom.
just because of formatting.
Okay.
Okay, send over to you on Slack.
All right, and I will change these to.
Yep. Same for the repo after that as well. You've got like a Alpine repo name that you were using.
All right, maybe I can like annotate what these are doing. So this is
First one's
creating
creating an artifact.
using a new manifest.
It's creating it using the refers API if possible. Otherwise, it falls back to pushing it via digest tag. And then that's going to give you a listing. It is going to look for that repo colon v1, so you need to just make sure that image exists.
Okay, let's go ahead and change this. Okay. Is that going to be okay?
Yep. That works. Now, the one thing I don't know what's going to happen is since we've got an API on your registry, if that's going to cause some chaos. So you might just want to spin up a regular registry instead of the fork distribution.
Well, do we want to see if there's any chaos?
We can see if there's chaos. Oh, I need to give you another command there. You can control C that. There it goes. I need to give you a command for
Plain.
Yep. It's regctl. Regctl registry set --tls disabled, I believe. And then you're going to have your localhost 5000. I think that thing I just sent you was going to do it. That's all from memory. So if it doesn't work, just blame my memory.
There should be like an equal here, or no?
Either way. Okay, so go back.
There's like a global.
No, there is a config file that we're setting, so it's not part of the artifact put command. It's just a regctl registry set command.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see.
Let's change that to like your bin/regctl, and then get rid of the TLS on the other command. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let's see. And this
Try
was
again.
like something in my home directory.
Yeah, it'll drop in your home directory.
All right.
We got some failures here.
We got something.
Oh, I'm looking at too much, aren't I? Whoa, what was all that?
Well, this is the other end of it. Unexpected.
Okay, so we got a size invalid, which is curious.
He's trying to retrieve GCR's access token on the client. What?
Yeah, it does that because
Yeah,
it's parsing your Docker config,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's just a warning.
Okay.
The next one after that, though, I'm worried about when it's going to the trying to send the chunk there. You can throw it in verbose and see more details if you want to. -v debug. Yeah, and so we tried to send to that upload location. It didn't like us. And then we tried to a patch request and it just said bad request, which is even worse.
Is it possible that the fork is throwing the wrong error?
Provide link to not match content. Makes you wonder if I'm missing something in my code. Would be the first time.
All right, let's have some fun here.
It worked on my machine.
All right, well, here, let's look at the diff distribution.
Do you Do you just want a test client to play with? I mean, it's a total hacked up one that I used to test it. Would that help?
I, I mean, sure. I think it'd be cool just because efforts like are going on this client from Brandon, and then you and your team is doing this one. But yeah, I mean, we can try that as well.
No, that's why I didn't want to kind of like bring it into the picture. If we can get Reg client to work, then that'll probably be the best thing.
Okay, let's I just want to see. So Brandon, you're testing against a distribution like release.
Testing is it? Yeah, the registry colon 2.
Like if I were to do like.
Yep.
Something like this.
As long as the port is open.
Okay, so I got to push again. Whoopsies. Okay, so
That went.
all
All
right,
the
so
debug logs there.
yeah, we need to see. But this did what, the fallback? Because look, this is doing a 404.
Yep. So we get
So
the
it
404
did this.
that didn't go, and so it pushed by the digest there. And so if you now go back and run the other command for the listing,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna probably push it.
back for the reg client. So we had 2 commands in reg client.
Yes. Sorry. Too many windows.
And so you list the refers now. It'll tell you, hey, there is a refer there, which is the one that you just pushed right now.
Can I get like a JQ type thing?
You can say -- format, and then what are you looking for? Some JSON pretty. You can say the format is going to be a Golang template. So the single quote, double bracket.
I
Do it here in
What?
Zoom chat,
Okay.
--
Like
format.
this?
Yeah. And I think I've got JSON pretty dot.
That's okay. I
think you can do
I
that.
mean, let's see.
Either way, it does exist. You can also say a tag ls on that repo and see the tag that shows up.
Okay, this is nice. So is this your own?
I went ahead and made my own. I was trying to
Okay.
figure out how to pass this data structure around to things.
And
And I
then,
think,
but is it gonna accept the response in proposal E?
yeah, everything under
format?
the covers is image is going to be is an index under the covers. So that it's perfectly fine. It's just when I start passing things around from piece to piece within my own code, I just made my own thing. If you
Okay,
in
so-
there said dot manifest with a capital M, you'll recognize what you got.
So I just put
Do
that in there.
Do that same format real quick. Were the pretty? Just after the dot, say manifest with a capital M. That's what you're looking for, which is just an index.
So this is the pure response as
As I
defined it.
regenerate it to look as if it was.
Okay, I'm not sure I fully understand what this format thing's doing, but it does seem to do exactly what we want. All right, so now basically what we're looking at is the no updates registry.
Correct.
And it was pushing to
Yep.
this
You
like
just do like a,
cosine style.
you just do a tag ls in that directory. In that repo, you'll see the tag that shows up.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Latest in your digest.
So let's figure out why it's not work. So I think it might be an issue with the client end because this well, gotta copy it in. And that was fast because I have the temp directory, I think. All right. What's going on here? So you have, it should hit that endpoint first.
Yeah, when I push it, I am going to try to hit the refer endpoint.
So it goes head on latest. I don't. Is it
Let's get
because
there. Go over to the other one. We got debug on
does
there.
this need to have a
Let's scroll
does
up.
this need to have a different tag probably? Because it looks like it's like doing a 200 on the head.
I'm
So
getting the digest for Alpine latest because I need to push by digest. I need to push the reference as a digest. I can't push a reference as a tag.
okay, understood.
So
But where is the, shouldn't here you should be checking for that underscore OCI?
I'm looking
Before
for
the
that comes
upload?
in. I'm not seeing it. So that's where I'm thinking, let's get some debug log on the reg cuddle and see where he's talking to the registry on its side.
All right.
So let's see, we do a head, then we do a post on the blob upload. So it just went straight to upload there. I guess because I had to push the blob first and then the blob failed.
You push.
I haven't even gotten to pushing the manifest because I need to push the different parts of the artifact.
Oh, okay. I see. So maybe there really just is a size issue.
It's, you know, it's going to be a small, it's quite possibly because my config is empty. When you see which blob it is that it doesn't like, but I've got an empty config that I'm pushing up that doesn't have, it's just got a couple brackets in it.
Is this like a header we need?
Which part are you in right now? You're looking at the artifact puts and reg client and reg cuddle.
Okay, so is this what you're doing?
That's the whole config right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you give me one. Unless you give me one.
So, okay, int size int 64 config bytes. Is that?
I mean, it should be a valid. But I'm just
Can I
wondering if the
just-
registry doesn't like it for some reason. No, don't do that.
Okay. All right, that looks correct. Yeah.
I mean, it was correct enough for my fork of reg of distribution. But I'm wondering what I broke for the fork version. What do you think, Sachi? Anything that would have changed validation of blobs?
You did push the config blob, right? Before you put the
No.
manifest.
I'm trying to push the config blob, and I suspect that might be the one that's failing, but I need to look at the debug log a little closer to know if it's the debug log or one of the other blobs.
I don't know. All right, let's what is that going to be? Error code size.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Should have changed. This is all out of main from distribution.
I'm sorry.
This is all out of main from distribution. None of this should have been changed because these are standard blob upload paths.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Okay, so
wondering what could have changed here.
I think there could be something that Brandon is doing that the spec talks about that distribution doesn't do.
The other, this because we're using image spec, we need the config blob, right?
I still send the config blob.
I'm gonna just do something bad here real quick.
Go for it.
Oh. All right, so that's
So what's this?
So now let's try the list.
And that's what I was kind of expecting. That actually makes perfect sense to me because we'll push it as a reference. And so we're assuming that API is there. We're pushing it up there without any tag. So there is no new tag created for it.
Yeah, you should be
But
able
now
to see
but the registry isn't going to parse the refer out of the manifest. And so it's not going to list this.
So quick question, can we just check if the manifest did go through? We can at least see the manifest, right? What got pushed? Yeah, the HTTP command.
It's up a couple lines there. You see the push by digest. You can also query that manifest API.
Yeah, we can just directly view the manifest.
Post without an R. Yeah. Just throw a header on there. Or honestly, if you know that much of the URL there, you can just do a manifest git within regcuddle. Has a manifest git command.
But this is what index I should be putting, or I'm sorry, this should be the new artifact type.
No, this is going to be a standard image spec manifest. So you can take that digest and just do a regcuddle manifest git localhost 5000 / OCI playground alpine at SHA yada yada yada. Manifest git. And now I have to strip out the B2 in there. And then at the end of that, at SHA on your digest. There you go.
Well,
again with my pretty formatting. Sorry.
Okay.
You can just say format here. Just say body. You don't have to put anything else in there. Just all lowercase body. Nothing else. No other
definitely
brackets.
Need to understand better what is happening.
Take out all the quotes, brackets, everything else. Capitals, dots.
Yes.
There you go. Yep. That's what you want.
Wow. So, wow. So we did it. Done. That's amazing. Okay.
The last
Wow.
part that we can do is kind of stitch the reference part to kind of like make sure that this manifest also returns in the list of refers.
Right. Yep.
Which means image spec needs to have the field in there within the registry, and then the registry needs to know to parse it.
Yeah, because that changes image spec parsing. That's why we didn't get to do that.
Hold on. Sorry. So we need to pull in the forked image spec. Yes.
Yes.
Step one.
Yep.
All right. Let's start there. I'm gonna leave the. Is that okay if we leave this?
I'd like to know what I'm
Here.
doing funny here that's throwing this off.
Where? Oh shit. Oops.
That's what happens when you do it live.
Yeah. we're really doing it here. Okay. Make. I don't. Oh, okay. I guess. Go, 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 go. All right. So what now?
So the next thing that we probably want to do is This is a, so how we wire this up is if you look at, you have source, let's jump to source. I can maybe kind of walk you through, if Akash is there, he can walk you through as well. So if you jump to the extensions folder inside distribution, there's a registry, under registry, extensions, OCI, and then you see artifact manifest handler.
Yep.
So this is how we kind of like stitch the like new manifest type, and it puts the manifest into the storage blob and saves it under file and things like that. Right now, this handler is called only when the media type. So this is how it works. You see the media type of the manifest. Distribution then kind of like stitches this handler to that specific media type. That's why it's easy. Image spec handling happens in a different place in this code base. I believe it is manifest handler. Can you under the handlers itself?
I see. Okay.
Manifest, yeah. So here is where you can actually check. You can scroll down even more. So you see the media type, it checks where schema is and then so forth. And at the end of it, you can
Might be misunderstanding.
right. No, that's where the forking happens basically. It checks the accept headers, then looks at the media type and things like that. And it handles the image manifest here basically.
Okay, so it gets the media type, and then we're down.
So this is the get. Can you look at the put path? That's where this thing needs to happen, right? There's a put manifest as well, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So we will have to modify this to understand that it has a reference field and then call the storage handler to put that in somewhere. That's the change that needs to happen.
Oh, okay. So that's going to take a bit to like
Yeah.
actually put it in and out of storage. Okay.
So Akash, I don't know if you're on the call.
Yep, I'm here.
Do you think you can wire this up quickly, or is it really going to be hard?
So just wrapping up on this, I'm still a little bit confused on exactly what's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the current approach maybe we should talk about is that in the image spec, there is a change to support the referrer property,
Okay.
not using the new media type. So what we want to do is when image spec with the referrer comes in, we want to call the storage handler to update the referrers spec, the referrers list also. That's the change we want.
Okay, so to put, if the field exists, then we want to put it in the refer list. Okay. Yeah, I think we could, that's probably the only place the change needs to happen, but I'll take a look at it further. Yeah.
Awesome. Are you, Akash, are you on GitHub? Can I put you on
Yes.
here?
Yeah. So yeah, Akash, AKASH, SI. Oh, I guess I haven't contributed here, so it's not popping out.
You can throw it in the Zoom chat if that's.
Yeah, let me type it in there.
Okay. And I'll maybe grab the path to this really quick to help out. And then maybe for the last 5 minutes, we can summarize what just happened here. All right. Amazing. And then here, I'm just gonna pull up the HackMD and let's maybe just like summarize what we did here so we can share with Nisha, Jason, Lockie, etc. I what did we just do here, Brandon?
So on the Reg client side, we push to manifest using the refer API, but that is just pushing to manifest. There's really nothing on the refer API there.
So better said, we pushed it using the new artifact type.
We pushed it using the image spec artifact type with a new refer content in the manifest. So image spec manifest.
And we
type.
also had it working on old. What was the thing where we were running Docker off the shelf?
Registry to distribution, right?
Right. We had like the fallback working. I'm trying to understand. So we were able to push it.
Are you on the right HackMD?
No. Sorry.
I was like, I'm missing something here.
Thank
He's
you.
typing things.
Thank you
I'm
very
not
much.
seeing it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm modifying notes from last week's general call. All right, so really quick. So maybe we'll start with Red Client on a fresh run of registry 2. We successfully pushed the manifest with the fallback.
Yep.
Pushed manifest with new refer fields to OCI playground distribution.
I'm going to do some looking on that error. I think I saw a commit that changed those lines, and I'm guessing that commit has not been pulled in with the release. So
we also did a list on
tag listing.
Fallback tag list. And then the missing piece is, oh, I'm sorry, definitely do. So, Sajay, we did a, what's that?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just trying to remember everything we did with the distribution piece before we started playing with Red Client, because I remember we saw the refers, right?
Right.
So how and what did we do? Maybe just say words and I'll put them.
we can start with, we got a implementation of distribution that supports the referrers API using the extension API. Does not support, the current implementation does not support the image spec changes. Right? So that's the other thing that we need to fix.
All right, let me just put a link to at least two.
The other thing maybe we didn't discuss, Brandon, there is a repository inside OCI Playground with the artifact spec. If you want, you can just hack on top of it or just upload the specification into that, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll get something to add to my repo. It's just not going to happen today.
Okay. No, thank you.
This is all, I think,
Yeah, you can delete that.
extra. Okay, so so reg client missing then the new artifact type?
It is. That's what Sajay is looking to get me to add. And so that's a TBD.
Here.
Too many tabs.
Oh, it doesn't support issues this way.
Wait, it doesn't?
It on forks, it
Oh, well, yeah, but you're on a fork. You can throw that right in the main. Like I said, throw it all right in there.
wait, what?
I don't mind throwing issues right over in the main repo.
Oh, well, wait. Sorry, my timing is, I'm running out of time here. Okay, so on the client side, just to summarize, on the client side, I'm going to stop sharing. So on the client side, via reg client, we're missing new artifact type. Otherwise, 100% there. On the
95.
and on the distribution slash server side, we are missing the support for the middle tier artifact push, which is with the refer
And
field.
image spec.
And then there's some storage work that Akash may be helping with to get it in and out in that format.
Yep.
Okay. Amazing. Well, it's exactly 2 or 12 or whatever time it is for you. So I'll update the Slack with what we did, and then maybe y'all can comment with corrections.
Sounds good. Thanks for driving.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Stuff quasi works.
It does. We can tell people now. All right, bye.
See you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.